Hello. I decided to make a little tutorial for my quest system based on events because some people were asking for a questing system, and since Bakin has no official questing system, or there isn't like a proper plugin, as I mean, I don't know any. Maybe there is one, but I did not see any. So the one I made is basically the logic behind it is stored in the NPC you get the quest from, mostly. So if you have a template, you can just copy and paste it and just modify like text however you want it. My NPC setup, basically this is not necessary, it's just a small dialogue in which you can just talk, quest or exit, and depending on your choice it will just turn a switch on and basically trigger another page. So the dialogue, sure, it's just some dialogue, not important. The important thing happens here. It's basically I called it quest 1, but it's like accepting the quest. The NPC asks if you could help him. In this case he needs 7 beans, and if you, let's pretend you go for yes, because no, just I guess nothing happens, but you could make the NPC say something like, oh, I'm so sad, I'm so sad. But let's pretend you go for yes. This common event that gets executed is not important right now. Don't think about it just yet. So this is pretty important, like you need to manage string variables to make it work. In this case, quest 1 is a string variable, which means it can store text basically, and this checks if a certain string variable, in this case quest 1, is empty, if there's nothing stored in it. Basically if you have space for a quest in this quest slot, and if it's not empty it goes to quest 2 and then to quest 3. And if all your quests are already, like if you have something stored in this string variables, it basically gives you a text message: you seem busy with other quests right now, come back if you have more time. So let's pretend you don't have any quests. So quest 1 is empty. Then it plays a little sound effect, displays a text, quest accepted, and then, this is important, it assigns something to this string variable, like brings 7 beans to Victor. This is basically your quest text that will appear in your custom layout that you make. I mean, you can, like, I have really short texts to I can just make them overlay on the screen on the right side, and I have just 3 quest slots, so it's not a big deal. I don't need like a proper layout, but I have one for whatever reason. I did not really think about that, how I want to manage that in my game. Yeah, so the string variable is assigned to quest 1. Then like it's called carrot quest, the switch, because I had quests with carrots. It's just a local switch, you can call it however you want. It just basically triggers the next quest page, like where you can bring the beans to this NPC. So you can quest accepted, make a local switch, quest accepted would make more sense in this case. It's just a copy and paste thing for me, and I don't really care how it's called, since it's a local variable. So the next important string variable that you need is the reward. Every quest slot has a assigned reward in my questing system. So if you change this variable, you also should change this variable to whatever reward waits for you after completing the quest. So then a little text appears, I will wait for your return, and this is the process of accepting a quest. It's pretty simple, and the same happens if you have already a quest in quest slot 1 for quest slot 2 and 3. So this event will be called, this is on this place, it's important because what it does, I will show you the details later. It just basically sorts the quests. So if you have, for example, if you have 2 quests, one in quest slot 1 and one in quest slot 2, and you finished the quest in the quest slot 1 and it becomes empty, the quest 2 will be basically go into quest slot 1, so you don't have like an empty space. It's just a sorting just a sorting event, but I will show it to you. It's pretty simple. So then a switch will be turned off, which it's just for the page, and the camera, this is not important, but I have a little camera set up. If you talk to an NPC, it zooms in, and after the dialogue it zooms back out, basically. So you accepted the quest, then this page will be triggered for the NPC. So the first thing happening is it checks for the requirements. So in this case it's about the beans. Do you have 7 beans? If you don't have 7 beans, the NPC will just say, I'm still waiting. It's just a template, so I'm not really I don't really care if the text is interesting. If you have 7 beans, the NPC will ask if you hand them over. If you don't, he says, that's sad. I should be a writer, I guess. If you go for yes, again, this event is called, I don't think it's necessary at this point, but it also, like, it does not harm. So you said yes, you can have the 7 beans. Beans get subtracted. So then basically what you need to check for is where is the quest stored. So it checks is quest 1, and it's important that it's exactly the same text. It's case sensitive. You should just copy and paste this around. Don't try to type it. There will be mistakes happening, I guarantee it. You just copy and paste it around, so it checks, is quest 1 this quest? Nope. Is it quest 2? Is it quest 3? It should be one of those if you're in this on this event page. So let's pretend it's quest 1. So quest 1 is the beans quest. Then quest 1 will assign nothing again, and the same goes for the reward. Basically they are empty again, and the NPC is very thankful and gives you your money, a sound effect happening. And yeah, at this point this is important if you want to sort your quests, because this needs to be checked once a quest slot gets empty. So at this if you want to sort the quests, this one is important at this specific place. So this switch gets turned off again, and yeah, for whatever reason the switch from here gets turned off again. It doesn't matter, it's off already, it should be off. Yeah, basically this is the NPC logic. If you have that, that's good. Okay, let's head over to the quest handler. So this is the quest handler event. So you should see the whole event basically here. It's not that big, it just checks if quest 1 is empty. Nope, it just ends. If it's empty, yes. It checks if quest 2 is empty. If no is selected, it just basically overrides quest 2 to quest 1. Same goes for the reward. Basically quest 2 will become quest 1. So it's always sorted. Same thing for the quest 3. I'm not sure if this is the perfect solution I think I need. Let's just keep it simple. This is okay, it works, I tried it. This is how I do it. Good. So now I went for okay, which means the stupid event needs some time to close itself. So let's have a look at the layout tool. Yes. So menu, now I have to search. Okay, I have this little setup here. Basically it's just a select something. Wait a second. So this is the setup. It's just display action, display map, because I have my quest layout stored under map, which it doesn't really matter. It's just you can have it in free layouts. It doesn't matter. And layout to be opened from the map is main quest, like the quest main called here. And here it's quest 1, quest 2, quest 3, pretty simple. More important. So the quest 1, it's this little window. There is not much to it. It's just basically it displays the string variable, basically. The text bring 7 beans to Victor. The reward is the same. It's just the reward one. So you can easily make something like this. And it's the same for every quest. Main quest doesn't matter. It's just a string variable that needs to get displayed. Yes. And okay. Good. We can have a little test run to show you the actual system. Wait a second. For whatever reason, OBS does not want me. Oh, there we go. Good. So, in practice, this is my quest symbol for now. I did not adjust those. I have a new resolution and my layouts are all over the place. But basically it looks like this. You can honestly make one menu for all subgraphics, subquests, like a list. I just have it like this right now. So you have no quests, you go to this dude, go to quests, yes, quest accepted. He waits for your return, and as you see, you have this quest right now in quest slot 1. Let's go to this NPC. He needs carrots. Quest accepted. So I need to turn my stuff on with this NPC. So you have here a quest, and you have here a quest. So let's see, do I have the beans? I need more beans. Let's get more beans from this NPC. Now I have enough beans. I just want to show you the quest handler in action. So his quest is in quest slot 1. If I give him the beans, the other quest, here's nothing now, and here is the quest from Anna, which is a mushroom apparently. Don't ask questions why Anna is a mushroom. It is how it is. And you can also hand over this quest, and now your quest log is empty again. So if you have any questions, and this is my first video, I'm maybe not as good in explaining stuff, but if you have questions, feel free to ask. And yeah, that's about it. Enjoy it.